Welcome to EduRev, your one-stop destination for UPSC preparation, where we don't just read the news, we understand why it matters for your exam and for India's future. Let's dive into the daily current affairs for 7th November 2025 and explore how each headline shapes your understanding of the UPSC syllabus. GS3 Economy Redrawing the Welfare Architecture. India's widening wealth gap and the challenges of automation have brought the idea of a universal basic income, or UBI, back into the spotlight. So why is this important for UPSC? Because it links directly to inclusive growth, social justice, and welfare reforms, core themes in GS3 and essay papers. UBI shifts welfare from a need-based to a rights-based approach, empowering citizens and redefining the social contract. Trials in Madhya Pradesh and abroad show better health, education, and productivity outcomes. Think of it as a case study in economic equity and human dignity, perfect for mains answers on welfare efficiency and fiscal innovation. GS2 Polity New cadres under the CAG. The Comptroller and Auditor General has created two new cadres, the Central Revenue Audit (CRA) and the Central Expenditure Audit (CEA) to professionalize auditing. Why should UPSC aspirants care? Because this strengthens accountability and financial prudence, central themes under Indian polity and governance. Understanding the CAG's constitutional role under Article 148 and its modern reforms helps you frame analytical answers on good governance and public finance. GS3 Environment Reforming Forest Penalties. The Forest Advisory Committee has proposed uniform penal provisions under the Van Adhiniyam 1980. For UPSC, this is a classic policy and environment governance topic. It's all about balancing development and conservation. By standardizing penalties and integrating digital monitoring, India is moving toward transparent environmental enforcement. GS3 Environment FAO's State of Food and Agriculture Report 2025. This global FAO report highlights how land degradation affects food security and livelihoods. For UPSC, it's a goldmine for GS3 and essay, combining agriculture, environment, and sustainability. India-specific insights like soil erosion and over-irrigation in the eastern and southern states tie perfectly with government initiatives such as PMK-USUM and PMK-SY. GS2 Polity Assam and the Electoral Roll Revision. The Election Commission's new phase of electoral roll revision has sparked controversy, especially in Assam. Why is this relevant? It helps you understand citizenship laws, NRC, and federal relations, all core to polity and governance. Remember Section 6A of the Citizenship Act 1955. This is your conceptual anchor for any citizenship-related question. GS3 Environment Global Study on Biomass Movement. A new study in Nature Ecology and Evolution introduces the concept of biomass movement, showing how humans now dominate global ecological flows. For UPSC, this connects to biodiversity, ecology, and the Anthropocene. You can use it to enrich essays or GS3 answers on human impact and sustainable living. GS2 Polity Right to vote versus freedom of voting. The Centre's clarification before the Supreme Court distinguishes between the statutory right to vote and the fundamental freedom of voting under Article 19. This is pure UPSC gold. Conceptual clarity in constitutional law and electoral reforms. It's also a great example for GS2 and ethics, emphasizing the balance between statutory design and democratic freedom. GS2, Polity and Ethics, Surrogacy for a Second Child. The Supreme Court is reviewing whether banning surrogacy for couples with one child violates reproductive autonomy. This intersects law, ethics, and gender justice, perfect for mains. It raises questions about how laws should adapt to evolving notions of family and reproductive rights. GS1, History and Culture. The Watandari Land System. A land deal in Pune has revived interest in the Watandari system, a hereditary land tenure structure from the medieval Deccan. For UPSC, this deepens your understanding of agrarian structures and local governance in Indian history. Great for GS1 and even essay or optional history anthropology. GS2, Polity. Reforming the election nomination process. Frequent disqualifications of candidates over minor errors have sparked debate about election nomination reforms. This directly links to the Representation of the People Act and free and fair elections, a core topic in GS2. Expect potential prelims and mains questions on procedural fairness and democratic participation. And that wraps up your UPSC Daily Current Affairs for 7th November 2025. If you found this useful, don't forget, you can read detailed explanations, take daily quizzes, and access notes for every UPSC topic on the EduRev app, available on both Google Play Store and iOS App Store. Stay curious, stay consistent, and remember, every headline is a potential UPSC question waiting to be mastered. See you tomorrow on EduRev Daily Current Affairs, your smartest prep companion for the UPSC journey.